Y'all, it's officially been 2 months since I relocated back to Charlotte. And I say back to Charlotte because this city means something completely different to me now than it did years before. Years before, I was just a young 16-year-old girl, mother of two, just trying to figure out life. I didn't have no real purpose, ninth grade dropout, just trying to figure out what day to day would look like for me. Well, now, as a 35-year-old woman, where my children are grown 20 years later, I now know my purpose. As I've relocated to come back to Charlotte to pursue my degree in social work to become a mental health therapist, I am on the path of doing what I've always wanted to do, but really didn't know the direction on how to actually do it. So I wanted to start this page because I'm sure that there's a lot of women out there in life that can relate to me. There may be that little girl who have them kids at that very young age trying to figure out what life is going to look like for you now. I'm evident that what God has for you is for you. I'm evident that just because you become a teenage mom doesn't mean that your story is over. I'm evident that you could take nothing and make it into something. When people doubted me, because there was a lot of people who doubted me, I am evident that you can beat the odds. So why I wanted to do these life updates and start this page, because I know that there's a lot of women and young girls who need someone who they can see made it. There's not a lot of us who actually tell our stories and want to open up and be real about what we've dealt with. I've dealt with a lot in life. I've dealt with being a young mom, being a ninth grade dropout, being in a marriage, going through heartbreak, dealing in friendships that didn't mean me no good, and continuing to deal in mental health, trauma, drama, and just trying to figure it out. So why be selfish and not give back to someone who may need a me that I didn't have back in the days? I mean, I had my mom. Shout out to my mother, right? Because without her, I don't know where I would be. But there wasn't really any real mentors that you can actually turn and look to. There wasn't really any YouTube videos or TikToks and Instagrams where people were actually sharing their experiences. You actually had to go through life. You had to go through day to day trying to figure out what life really would look like for you. And there was a time years ago where I thought my life would be me working at a fast food restaurant, just being a mom and trying to take care of my boys. Until someone believed in me. Shout out to Andrea Miles, my store manager at McDonald's, who actually called me a diamond in the rough one day, who spoke life into me, who showed me that there is much more to me than what I actually believed. Because I didn't have no belief in myself. There was nobody to show me anything other than work, take care of your kids, work, take care of your kids. And so I'll always give credit to this woman who believed in me, who made me dream again, who woke me up, who've gotten me to where I am today. Because had it not been for me crossing paths with her, I don't know where I would be today. However, just because I'm where I am today doesn't mean that I didn't have to go through some stuff or still go through some stuff to get through where I am today. I'm still going through some stuff, y'all. I don't got it figured out. As I'm becoming a mental health therapist, I'm in therapy every week. I'm in therapy every week because I'm trying to figure it out too. I haven't always been successful in a lot of areas. A lot of those areas are relationships with friends, with men, with people. I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate friendships and relationships. I'm still trying to figure out how to receive love, as I am so good with giving it. I'm so good with giving all of me and accepting little of others. I'm so good with accepting whatever people give me. I'm still learning how to receive from those who got something to give to me. Why? Because I've always had to be the giver. I've been a mom since 16 years old. My oldest son will be 20 on the 24th. I've been a mom for 20 years. So all I know is how to mother someone. So yeah, there is some struggles that I'm still learning and trying to grow through and get through. There are some things that I'm still trying to figure out. Why am I like this? Sometimes it takes me going back to face that little girl to see what it is that she dealt with, so I can know how to handle the woman that I am today. I had to face that little girl. I still have to sit with her and face her to tell her it's going to be okay. It's okay. I got you now, because I got you now. But I didn't always know how to do that. I didn't always know how to confront the little girl me. I didn't always know how to go back to her and say, hey, I'm okay now. Because it wasn't taught. It wasn't until I got into therapy where I started to realize that is even a such thing. All I knew was how to survive day to day. But see, I'm ready to live now, because surviving is no longer my portion. I'm ready to live. I'm ready to give. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to be that woman that I know I can be for that little girl out there, for that woman who's still struggling. I've been in Charlotte for 2 months, and I'll be honest, being here opened up so many old wounds that still need healing. I'm here with a different purpose, but there's still those memories that I sit and think back on. The hospitals that I had my 2 children at, reliving the moments of what that looked like for me. When I was in labor and I was staying in a hotel with my mom, when there was really nowhere to go at times, when you just really had to figure out life. And then you bring a child in the world so young, and you like, what now? What do I do now? How do I go to school and face this embarrassment? How do I go to school and show people that I'm a mother? I didn't know how to continue on. All I knew is that I was a mother, and I had to figure it out. And along the way, it was hard as hell, okay? I would be lying to you if I told you that the journey of being a young mom of 2 was easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So I want to open this page up to be real, to be honest. I was for so long trying to figure out, like, what can I say, or what will I say, or how can I say it? And I'm a Virgo, so I'm always trying to perfect these things, until I sat with myself and I was like, you know what, Tierra? Just go on there and be your real, authentic self. Be who you are. You don't have to be, you may mess up, you may not say everything right, but that's okay. Open up your heart and allow your heart to flow with your words, so that way people that are watching this can actually connect with you. And that's what I sat here and told myself as I kept hitting stop and record, because I'm like, no, I don't want to say that. But it's not about that. It's about being able to come on here and share with you all the woman that I'm becoming. The woman who was once a you. The woman who also still need guidance. Also still need somebody to check me. Also need reassurance. Also still struggle with being worthy. Also still struggling with knowing my worth. Also still struggling with standards and boundaries and all the things that you learn along the way. I still have those same struggles. But what I can tell you is that we don't have to stay there. We don't have to stay there. So who better is it to share a story, tell a story than someone that has actually gone through it? I met a little girl not too long ago who was a 15-year-old mom. And I told her, I said, don't give up on school and don't give up on your dreams because you had a baby. Don't feel embarrassed because of where you are now, because that's not going to be your forever. There are going to be many people that may pass you by, and they'll go on and do things that you wish you can do that we can't do when we decide that we're going to be a mom. But don't let that discourage you. Continue to be the best mom that you can be, but continue to be the best you for yourself that you can be. Because one thing that I had to remind her of is that you're nothing to no one if you're nothing to yourself. And that's something that I had to learn. You're nothing to your children, to your child, if you're nothing to yourself. So every day that you wake up, you tell yourself, I'm going to give this day everything that I have. You don't let nobody make you feel guilty for what you've done, because that's not going to always be your forever. And you open your heart to receive whatever help someone is willing to give you. And I told her that because I remember no one telling me that. I remember not having no one to speak that type of life into me. I was embarrassed. I was scared. I was afraid. Like, people are going to judge me. I'm young. Like, what I look like going around, and I got a baby, 2 babies at that, by the age of 16. What type of example is that? I didn't have nobody. Like I said, shout out to my mom, because if it wasn't for her, I don't even know how I would have made it to where I am today as a mother. Now, I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of the woman that I'm becoming. And so the reason why I wanted to start to share more of my life on these platforms is because there's so much in me that I can teach. There's so many people that I want to reach. There's so many women and young girls or whoever who can actually take something and learn from me. And I'm not perfect. I still get it wrong. Many days I'm still getting it wrong. But there are some days I've gotten right. I had to right my wrongs as a mother. I've had to right my wrongs as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister. I've had to right my wrongs in so many areas, and I'm still having to right some wrongs. And that's okay, because I didn't always get it right. And that's why I wanted to come on here and share my journey with you. For those of you who don't know who I am Tierra Brady. And for those of you who do and have been on this journey with me, who have heard my stories before or seen videos that I've shared, I just want to say thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being willing to go on this journey with me and learn from me. Like I said, I don't have all the answers, but I have some. I don't have all the encouragement, but I have some. I have a lot that I do know because life have taught me a lot of things. I've had to learn my lessons by going through life. And one thing about life, it is your greatest teacher. It is your greatest teacher. So I definitely want to just hop on here and say, like I said, 2 months of being in Charlotte, I relocated to do my internship. But while I've been here, there's been a lot of things that I realized that there still need some healing. There's things that I still need to heal from. There's some people that I still need to let go of. I need to let them go because they still can't control some part of my days. There are still some things that I need to be attentive to. I realize that I need to continue to love and pour more into myself so that way I don't get in the same cycle over and over. Dealing in the same patterns over and over. There are some things that I still need to work on. But hey, I'm here with you guys. And so, like I said, I want you guys to come on this journey with me. I don't have all the answers, but I have some. I don't know everything, but I know some things. And I know that I have what it takes to help you learn this journey. And maybe there's some things you have that can help me as well. I'm always open to learning. And I'm not going to sit up here and feel like I'm going to get everything right. And this is not to be perfect because, hey, I'm still learning. I still need to get a new camera. There's some things I still need to do. But this is not about that. This is about having real conversation and going through real life together. Shedding them tears. Shedding them fears. And we're going to go through it together. And I'm here to show and tell what it is that I've learned, what it is that I still need to learn, and what it is that I am going to get through. And I hope that you will tune in. So thank you all for tuning in. I just wanted to come in here and give an introductory. Like I said, this is a 2-month update of me being in Charlotte. And while I've been here, there's something that I realized that I still need to heal. Coming to a new city, I actually thought new beginnings, but didn't realize that I was walking right back into some things that I needed to heal from and work through. This city was a big reminder of what I used to be. But it's also a reminder of who I am not today. So I'm here to give it all I got. And I'm here to share it with you guys. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Comment. Make sure you comment. Please let me know what you think of this. Make sure you let me know what you would love to hear from me, what you want to talk about. And we're going to get into all the things. We're going to have some talks. We're going to get into some things. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to come back with another video. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about grief. We're going to talk about motherhood. We're going to talk about abandonment. We're going to talk about trust. We're going to talk about boundaries. We're going to talk about healing. We're going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about so many things. Trauma, drama, how to deal with it, relationships, friendships, intimacy. We're going to talk about all things because I've been through all things. Okay? Peace.